Purdy, and I am an exclusive Purple Status presenter. I've been doing this for 2.5 years. I joined July of 2014. I am a former teacher. I taught for 8 years, and I quit my job when I was yellow. And I ran with this, and that's been my reason for pushing as hard as I am and never giving up. And also because of what it's done for me, I want to help other women have the exact same thing, or have it be whatever they need it to be. But I know the possibilities with this business, and I always love sharing that. So some of the things I wanted to cover today are sales and parties, and then how that later impacts your business. We always talk about parties. And I want to talk to you about how it has impacted my business and why it's so important. So when I first started, I did party after party. Like I said, I quit at yellow. I quit my job. I don't recommend anyone doing that. That's absolutely absurd. But I knew I had to do parties. So I would do probably 4 parties a week. And you're probably thinking, Alicia, how do you get parties? I've been posting about it and I'm not getting any bites. So for me, what I found how to get parties was, one, I asked like my close friends and family to do my first parties. And then from there, I went into those parties and got more hostesses. So a lot of these parties were duds. They were zeros. My first month, I think I didn't have very many qualified parties my first month into the business. But what I did is anyone who liked a post, commented on a post, saw a post, I messaged them. I interacted with them. I friended them. And then anyone who bought, I told them, hey girl, you got to do a party. I figured out why it would be so beneficial for them to do a party. And I made it fun. So I went back into all my old parties and found new hostesses through that. Now go back through all your past hostesses. Maybe you had a party hostess from 3 months ago, 5 months ago. Their friends are going to be in need of a refill. So have them do another one. Past hostesses who qualified, bonus. Those who didn't qualify, have them do it again. New market, maybe they've tried the products. And any of my hostesses who didn't have a qualified party, I always offered them 15% off their next purchase just to say thank you. And how I did that is I either took Y cash I built up to offset the cost, or I would just eat the commission, because I figured if they can get their hands on the product, try it out, they would likely do the party again. And once they've tried it, post about it, their friends are going to trust them more, because those people are going to trust the hostess more than they trust you. How else I found them? Anyone who wanted to buy the product but said it was too expensive, party. They said, let's do a party. It wasn't like, hey, would you like to do a party? No. You want the product, I want to help you earn it for free. Let's go. And like, I wouldn't schedule parties out. I literally be like, hey, let's do a party. And I got yes, we're just doing it right then and there. Yeah, like I said, anyone who liked my post, commented on my post, go back to anyone who needs a refill time. They should do a party. And the other thing is, if you have anyone placing an order, whether it's $29, $15, $75, girl, if we open an order link, share with your girlfriends, you could have X amount more, you can earn free makeup. So anyone who's going to place an order for you, turn it into a party.
Yeah, I'll get your cup. Go.
Now I lost my train of thought. I don't know if you guys have mom brain. It's the worst. The other thing is, it'll come back to me. All right. Now, any of your customers, like I said, add them as friends. The reason I do this, 1, so I can follow up with them. 2, they can start seeing more about me. They're seeing me on my timeline, because when you're in these parties, they're only getting a snippet of what you're offering. They're not getting the real slice of the pie of what you, the presenter, and what everything else makes you up of is about. So friend them. And I friend all my customers. And I also go back through all my old parties. And if I have more than 3 friends in common with them, I'm going to friend them. I always want to be adding new people into my network. And what I have found by adding all these people from parties, adding all my customers, I now have all these eyes on me now watching what I'm doing over time. Even if they never bought, or maybe they just bought a mascara, they're seeing what I do. So by doing 4 parties a week, I probably did 15 to 20 a month. And I was religious about this. And here's a tip for you guys. If you're doing these parties, save everything. Save them on your notepad, on your iPad, or on your phone. So all you have to do is copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. I organized all my photos into photo albums on my phone. So all I had to do is, I know I'm posting this post about eyeshadow. I would then go to my photo album of eyes. It's right there. This really helped me out because I have three boys. So I run around with my head cut off, and that helped me. But by doing all these parties, these are all these new connections that are seeing me. And once I started doing videos, I didn't do videos when I first started. Videos weren't the beast when I first started. But once I started doing videos, all these people who just bought a mascara are seeing me showcase foundation. They're seeing more about what I'm doing. That's where my orders come from now, are all my past customers from the very beginning. I still do parties, but in that beginning, I was just partying like crazy. The other thing is, if you're doing videos or you're not doing videos, be consistent. Be consistent, give back value. I know lives are great, but also I see a lot of people doing get ready with me's, and they're long. They're like, get ready with me's are like 20, 30 minutes. Not everyone's gonna tune into that whole thing. So think about with your lives and videos, doing some lives, some videos, kind of intermixed, because this catches different people's attention spans, because some people can't stay for all lives. Some people just want to get the gist of it. So I try to cater to different people's like viewing style on Facebook. And I also like to do tips and tricks real quick. Like this weekend, I did a red lip, get the perfect red lip, 5-minute video, 5-minute live. And I knew exactly what I was going to say. I kind of thought it out in my head, wrote it down. And so be prepared when you're doing these lives. Know what your target subject is, what you want them to walk away knowing, and keep it short and sweet. And I found these are more shareable with other presenters, which also gets your name out there, and it also builds your algorithm with Facebook, but it gets people's attention longer. They'll stay for that video because they know, oh, she's just doing one thing, one lip thing. I'm gonna stay a little bit and watch what she's doing. And when you give back value, your network appreciates that, and they see that, and they want to tune in more, like, what is she going to share with us next? And so I do that with my edited videos, and I love edited videos. I know they're a pain, but they're a great way for you to be creative and fun and add different things to it. And it's like a synopsis of it. And I just think it gives different ways of showing who you are to your network by doing lives and edited. But this is where I get a lot of my sales now, are through my videos, because all my network from parties and all my new friends I've added. Be adding friends every day. Keep going until you get 5 accepted friends, and do not spam them. Don't. I did that in the beginning, and don't do that. They're going to see what you're all about. Be consistent. If you're being consistent and you're sharing, not selling, and you're being fun and you're putting new spin on things, they're going to watch you, and they're going to figure out what you're all about, and they're going to want to tune in. One of the things I like to do when you're planning your posts, your videos, be intentional. Make a plan. I just talked about this with my team today. I didn't plan anything for today, and I wanted to kick myself in the head, because when I don't plan, I freeze. Does anyone else freeze? I freeze, and then I get overwhelmed, and then I'm like, I don't even know what to post. I just don't know what to post. There's all this stuff going on. I've got to go here. I got to go there. I'm just not even going to do it. And then I went the whole day like kicking myself for it. So what I do is I get my planner, whatever kind of planner you use, I plan out my whole week of what I'm going to post. And that just keeps me feeling sane. But also I like to have everything connected. So if I'm going to post let's say tomorrow's my day to talk more about primer. I talked a little bit about primer last week. Now I'm going to hit it more. And so I'm going to either post a product photo and like a comparison of the primer, and then I'm going to do a video later going into depth. So in a day, I like to have 2 posts about unique, and I like to have them connected. So if I'm going to do a video first, I'm going to do a before and after and showcase it later, or post a selfie. or I'm going to post the product ahead of time to give them a heads up. Another cool thing you can do is the stories feature. You can now advertise that you're going live in the stories feature. You can post a picture of you, like, this is going to be really lame, but whatever. So this is why I haven't sit in front of me. You can post like a blending bud, and you can post a little cute selfie in the stories option, say, find out how to use these, going live at 5. And then that gives people a heads up about what you're doing, and it's not totally bombarding your timeline, and it's a great way to use your stories feature. But just write out what you're going to do. Keep it connected. And a fun thing I just started doing, and I've been watching other presenters, watch other presenters, follow them and see what they're doing. So I did that perfect red lip live. Instead of just posting the live with like holding the, holding the red pencil, look at me. I made a little collage and said something about me as a person. So I connected more about who I am. I'm letting people into the inner workings of Alicia, how she's socially awkward, but when she puts on a red lip, it makes her feel confident. Anybody else with me? And so that gives people more an idea about me without just saying, thanks for tuning into my live. How'd you like the red lip? It's just putting a whole new spin on it, and I guess it's drawing people's attention in more. And I posted funny selfies of me making weird faces, but it's showing off the red lip. The other thing I like to do is, I talked about the lives, make your videos, your live videos catchy. Have a catchy tune with it. Not catchy tune, catchy title. Like, how to fake a nose job. You're going to talk about highlighting and contouring. Let's say you want to talk about the ombre lip. Instead of saying ombre lip, watch out, Kylie Jenner. Like, come up with something catchy. And so it gets people's attention. There's one video I did. I posted about the kit. And it was about this time, I think it was the Plus You movement, where you got the double mascaras. And my video for the showing off the kit was, do not buy the mascara. And people tuned into that because they're like, what is she talking about? Why is she saying do not buy the mascara? Because she's a unique presenter. She wants everyone to buy it. So everyone turned into that. But it was basically like, hey, if you're looking to get this mascara, do not buy it. You can get all of this. And I showed off the kit. And it was, at that time, it was one of my best viewed videos. I have one really cool tip for you guys, and I'm going to turn it over to Ron. But my really cool tip is that I've started doing is a way to work smarter, not harder. So you're doing these lives, you're doing these edited videos. Save your lives before you post them. There's a little button that has like a square and then an arrow. Save it. And then what you're going to do is save it to your phone. You're going to upload these to YouTube. So not only are you reaching Facebook, you're now reaching YouTube. And YouTube is a huge beast of social media. So you're now getting your video in front of other people. But then, you know how you do your before and afters or your after look? You're now going to post that on your unique lookbook website. Like, go onto your unique website and then go into your lookbook. Post that. You can post everything you use. Then there's going to be a button there or a little space where you can put your YouTube video. So you upload it to YouTube. Now they can see what you use. So they can like click on your video, buy now, and they can order everything from your lookbook that you use. But then they can also go to your YouTube and see how you did it. So this is just like filtering people back. Then I have a business page. And so what I do is then post the link to my lookbook, get the look here. So I post my before and after on Facebook, but now go to my lookbook and find the look here. I did a video on it, and I can post it in I can give it to the leaders so it makes more sense, because sometimes I feel like I rattle on. But I swear it's really been big for me getting sales and just filtering people back and getting more views on different social media platforms. And also you can do it on Pinterest. Once you put it on your lookbook, you can then pin it to your Pinterest. So it's like you're doing one thing, and now you're just plug. And it's like getting you all these extra views and eyes on your product and what you're offering. So I was talking about how I get my sales by partying and then having my audience watch me and all what I'm doing now over time and building that relationship with them. Ron is huge on getting his sales, not just from posting on Facebook. He went to Pink. He got Pink and Fast Start and he never once posted about Unique. I'm not telling you to do that, but I'm telling you there's other ways to also be getting sales. Don't just use posting. Be posting, because that's like watering the seeds. You need to be planning it, and you can get your sales by talking to people. So I'm going to turn it over to Ron.
Hi, ladies. Well, like she said, my name is Ron. I am a Blue Status presenter, and soon to be green. But yeah, she's kind of right. I kept it very simple at the beginning, and I still do that. I actually tell my team, you have to keep this simple. And so I did hit pink in 3 weeks, my first 3 weeks with Fast Start, because I was in another company. I had to be hush-hush about it. So I did not use social media. I did use Facebook and private messaging people. And I kind of just said, out of respect, don't say anything about it, but this is what I'm doing. And basically what I did is I led by the mascara. I know you probably hear it from your leaders to lead by the mascara, and that's kind of what I do every day, and my team does. And I've been able to have about 1,500 to almost 2,000 every month in PRS. Like this month, I'm focusing on a kudos because I want that trunk. But focus on one thing every month, because you can't every month go back and just sell the mascara. Well, you could, but if you could be like, do the mask 1 month and just keep it simple. Be like, hey, I have a goal to sell 50 of these. We have a love it guarantee. Would you like one? I would keep it that simple and see how many responses you guys get. Because when you keep it simple, keep it clever, but don't sell it. Because a lot of my friends know that I'm like a go-getter and I don't have time for BS. So I can talk to my friends like that, and my connections that I have. I'm really short to the point, blunt, and moving on to the next person. What I would tell you guys to do is get 20 no's in a day. You want to get those no's, because guess what? It's going to get closer to a yes. One of my teammates that's on this Zoom right now, she didn't stop. Like she hit yellow a couple months ago. Excuse me, but it was exhilarating for her to get those emails, that you got paid or somebody made an order. So she didn't stop. She wanted to keep on going. So, like I said, get those 20 no's, and just keep it simple, really. And that's all I've been doing. And if you lead by one product, just say, well, great, we have other products that you can look at. Here's my website. Keep it fun. And that's all I got for you guys. Back to you.
And Ron, you've also sponsored people by doing this too. Like you then upsell, and then you've upselled to like the collections, because I know a lot of times you get bulk orders through that. They actually end up getting a collection, and other people have signed up. How have you done that?
I kind of give them the option of, you can either get paid for this or you can let me get the paycheck. And they're kind of like, I kind of take it away from people a little bit, because we do have a gift here at Unique. The whole opportunity is great, but if you kind of take it away from somebody and be like, well, if it's not for you, that's fine. I'll love your orders as a customer, but you kind of like got to dangle it in front of their face and show value into it. I mean, this is not just about makeup. I mean, if a man can sell makeup, come on. But guys, just have confidence in yourself, because if you believe in the product and you believe in yourself, anything is possible.
And let me tell you, this guy, he's been doing live, he's been doing videos. So yes, he's messaging behind the scenes, but he is up front and he is showcasing and sharing things, doing lives, making videos, and leading by example. So he does it both. The other one is Chrissy. Chrissy, are you on here?
I am. Can you hear me?
Yay! So this is Chrissy. She hit green last month. And let me tell you, this girl, if I could just be her, it would be awesome. This girl kills it in sales. And she has a gift that I tend to shy away from. But what she does is she starts with Facebook and introduces the products to her customers and gets them hooked and intrigued. And then she turns it around into something really awesome. And she's going to share that with you.
Oh my God. Tell me someone just burped in the phone. Did you hear that?
I think it was a vibrate from a message.
Oh, that's not as fun.
No.
Okay, well, as Alicia said, I'm Chrissy Watkins, and I did hit green last month, so yay. I'm Irish, and I told her months ago it's going to happen in March because it's St. Patty's month. So, yeah, I'm super psyched about that still. So what Alicia is talking about is, yes, I do post a lot of things on Facebook and go live or do videos and edit pictures, whatever it may be. And anytime I get a like or a comment, within 24 hours, I message that person and I say, whether I know them or not, I just say, thank you so much for your support and love towards my post or my videos or my, my pictures, whatever, and say, you're the best. I absolutely love this business, even though I know I'm a dork sometimes, LOL, because I'm usually pretty goofy in my videos and stuff to try to keep viewers, right? And then we'll say, hey, if you've never tried Unique, you should totally try it because this makeup has saved my skin, saved my face, and I really love it. So if you ever had any questions about it, I'm happy to answer anything for you. Have a beautiful day. So it's very just thank you for the love. If you haven't tried it, you should. I'm here if you need me. Ciao. Every single time, I would say 99% of the time, they will message back, and they will, whether it's just no problem, you love it, the videos are so funny, I love your posts, all your palette number 3s are my favorite. They'll come back with something, even if it's a smiley face. Then I will message them back, and if they were within about an hour to an hour and a half drive, I do drive to meet people, but I will say, hey, I don't know if you're interested, but I do one-on-one consultations and makeovers and would love to meet with you. And that way you can play with my entire makeup collection. We'll just have a girls' day, and you could see what you like and what you don't like. Would you be interested in that? And more than half say yes. I think just because, well, I've had a customer tell me once it's a lot less intimidating to meet with me than it is to go into Sephora, Ulta, Walgreens, wherever, and try on makeup products there. First of all, my one customer didn't even know what primer was. She's like, I feel embarrassed to even go in there and say, hey, what's primer? Or, oh gosh, I want to try a pink lip, but I don't have any idea what I like. I don't know the difference between a gloss and a lipstick or anything. So a lot of the intimidation of why women do not purchase or do not reach out to me is because they don't know what to ask. They're scared. They don't know what shade they are. They don't know what the makeup does. And so I kind of thought about it like, if I go to a planting center, I just say, I just like all the purple flowers. Can you get me all the purple flowers? Now, I don't know that, summer, only come out in the spring, or they're going to last for 2 years, and I have to have special soil and have sun and not sun. And I thought about that to this customer who told me she felt really insecure and bad about that at 50, 60 years old. She didn't know what this makeup was. And I said, listen, when I come to pick out plants, I tell you, well, I just like the purple ones, and you have to help educate me on how to use and plant and whatever, what these flowers are. And that's your job. So my job is to teach you how to apply, what to wear, what to apply, and things like that. So that was one of my very first makeovers. And honestly, it changed my business because I realized that I am here to help women. I'm here to help them feel beautiful, heal their skin, and whether it's just even a lotion that they love, the way that their skin feels. I'm here to be their advisor. Okay. And that doesn't mean I know everything about Unique and their makeup products. I did do a lot of studying I still do about, what's great about each product that's going to help every different type of skin. But once I got over my initial nervousness of not being a pro, I just shared a little bit about what each product does, and then I let them feel it. Once these women try this makeup on and feel the products, they're sold. My average one-on-one consultation sale is $315. I almost always sell $300 to each person, and the majority of them do not wear makeup. Okay, so they come in and they don't wear makeup because they don't know what to wear. They don't know what's going to look good. They don't know how to apply. That's the other thing. Everyone's afraid of the eye palettes and how to apply eyes. So I teach them. I say, okay, I'm going to take this little brush and I'm going to put on this color from this palette, and I let them pick the palette that they want to try on. I put on the site and I hand them the makeup brush and I say, okay, dip it in that color and you put it on that eye. And we look in a mirror and literally step by step, I teach them, because they feel confident then that they know how to apply all of these products by themselves. I've empowered them to know that they can do it alone. So many women don't wear these products and don't buy them because they don't know how to apply them. So once I had started doing videos on how to contour, how to apply eyes, women were giving me a ton of feedback. Ooh, this is really helpful. So I thought, okay, you know what? I'm going to start doing this in my one-on-ones. So now my biggest moneymaker personally, and what I feel most fulfilled with, is having girl time. I've made a ton of friendships. These women love getting together and learning. And then I have massive sales and customers for life. I also go in at the very end. We talk a little bit about, basically we have to close a sale. After I do the whole makeover, we talk about, okay, girl, tell me everything that you loved. What do you have to have right now? And we make a list of it. And then, okay, well, what are some maybe for later? So we make a list of it. And if it makes sense, if a lot of their stuff is in the kit, or I think that, you know what, they might be really good at this business, they might be really good at this job, then I talk to them about the kit. If I don't feel like, this isn't really their thing, then, they end up making purchases and we open party links or do whatever else. I also try to book in-home parties for them at that point. They see that I'm professional. They see that I have a lot of fun and laid back, outgoing, and just want to have a good time. And I say, girl, we should get together with your girlfriends and have Moscato and makeover party. And I would say about 50% of the time then from there, I'm able to book in homes. So that's kind of how I go about that. Anytime that someone comments or likes and they live anywhere near me, I immediately go for let's meet one-on-one, because I'm going to sell hundreds of dollars more by doing that than just saying, well, you should definitely try your mascara. So for me personally, this has been my niche. I can't hear you, Alicia.
Let me unmute myself. No, you can? No, I'm unmuted.
I can now.
Okay. Another thing I think too is when people first start out, they're probably thinking, I just have this kit. How am I going to do this? So what is your suggestion with that, with new presenters?
Just beginning.
My first 2 months, that's really all I had. I had the Scarlet Foundation, which matches about 1% of us, and I had my kit. Okay, so I learned how to use each of those products very well. You also learn how to multitask with those products. So with an eye palette, I had eye palette number 3. I taught them how to do cheeks with the pink, and then do eyeliner with the dark colors, and then you can use the brown for contour. So you multitask with all of those, and then you learn what's going to be best for their eye color, their skin tone. Even though I didn't have the products, I would say, feel this foundation. Just feel it on your cheek. I know it doesn't match, but we'll get you your color. But oh my gosh, it's so soft. You talk up each product, and they want it. They need it. They see how great it looks on me, and they need it for them. So just because you don't have their shade, just because you have one lip color or one lip product, girl, who cares? Put it on them. And if it's not the perfect shade, say that. Say, well, this is great, but it's not awesome. You know what? I think such and such would be good for you. Learn 1 or 2 key colors or products for each individual type of skin and skin tones, and you will be sold. Every party, every one-on-one, if you just learn a little bit about each product, they're going to buy it.
Awesome. Thank you for those tips, Chrissy. You seriously rock one-on-one consultations. Makes me want to get back out there and do those. I need to get over it. See, I need to get over my fear. Just like all of you guys, you probably have one thing you're afraid to do in your business. And so my urge to you, and I'm going to work on this one too, that's my promise, I've been saying it, is every day do something that scares you. Do one thing that scares you, whether it's posting a selfie, whether it's posting a picture of you without makeup, whether it's doing a video or a live or doing an in-home or running an online party. Do something that scares you. I want to probably open up, guys. Does anyone want to share what works for them with getting sales? Anyone? You can unmute yourself if you want.
Yeah. Say it. Can you guys hear me? No one? Okay, sorry. I felt bad because no one was talking, so I felt like I needed to say something. The only time I've really ever made a sale is when I've offered like a free product with it, but I've noticed not to be like super duper nice about it because I'm way too nice of a person, so I'll throw on like a free liquid foundation or something in there, but my sponsors are always like, just offer like a free lipstick or something that goes with it. So like they buy mascara, then offer like a free eye pencil or anything like that. If that makes any sense. But yeah.
Anyone else want to share what works for them?
I do like, offering freebies here and there, but I'm always so scared that my customers aren't going to want to buy unless they get something from it. You know what I mean? And I feel like our products they speak for themselves. They're very high quality. And I know our products actually cost a lot of money to make. So the overhead of what Unique is making on them is not as large as other companies. Because we use very, very high quality products. So I tell a lot of my customers that if they ask, do you have any deals going? I always say, girl, yes, I've got the kudos, I've got the kit. And then if I say, well, about once a month or so, I'll have a little something. But I do not, I really try hard not to give an extra freebie for everybody because I feel like I'm going to go broke. Like, my business, like I need the money, So at the beginning, my first 2 months, I had given away a few different things and for girls to host parties, and they didn't really qualify. And I thought, oh my gosh, this is costing me more than it is that I'm making. So I really tried to push more parties, whether it's virtual or in-home or, anything like that, or a catalog party where girls take catalogs to work or to their girlfriends or moms or whatever. So that way they can earn the free products. Now I do a free product of some sort, usually like any lip product that they want if the party qualifies. Or I'll say if it sells over 100, you'll get a free lip product, something like that. So I try to get more before I give more, and that's really helped me quite a bit. So I just thought I'd share that a little bit.
I agree with Christy. I will only do a free product if it's a qualified party. And Liz even wrote in the chat, have them do a party for free stuff. So I totally agree.
And if I do free, I do like samples. And that's one thing I do. Like I have little sample like packets that I make up. I don't think I have anything up here. But I have these little things I got off eBay, and I put them in these cute little bags, and it's like a little sample. And I don't know how many people go crazy over these little samples, but it's literally costing me not much at all. But I don't do that often. I do that every now and then, but I also use that to get parties, book parties, and I give them to my hostesses as well. Oh, another thing about parties, this is a really cute idea. I don't have anything up here, but I want to share with you what I'm doing for my hostesses is my hostess, I'll send them a little sample bag, like 2 products, especially if they never tried it. I sent them the mask and then I sent them like luminizer and I put them in these little, darn me and not being prepared in life. Oh, here we go. Here's one thing. Okay, so I put them in these little containers. And then I send it to them in this cute little bag that I got from Miss A's. They're like $1 off that website. But I send that to my hostesses. It cost me like what, $2? And then this is one, they get a great way to try the products and they can showcase it in the party. And like I said, when your hostess tries the products, she's posting and she's engaged and she's excited, your parties are gonna do better. But she's showcasing a product, and if she showcases it and loves it, the people, her friends, are likely to buy it. So that's why I've been sending out little sample packets to my hostesses, like 1 or 2 products. You could do a foundation if you have it. You could do eye pigments. You could do splurge. You could do primer. You could do the luminize liquid cream luminizer if you have it. But those are things to do for your hostesses as good rapport and gives great customer service. Any other questions? If we don't have any other questions, we can conclude this.
Hey, I have something to say.
Yeah.
So when you're at in-home parties, you're wanting to close that sale, do you actually get on your website while you're at the party and have people make purchases while you're sitting there?
Hey, I would like to jump on at that question there. I just did a home party last week, and it was an $800 home party.
Woo!
Woo!
And
Nice.
it's still open, so I'll kind of share how I ran that party. Okay, what I did is I opened the 10-day link, just like if I was doing it online, and I showcased a few of our products and got excited about the in-home party coming up. And that night, what we did, we just hung out, and basically I just went over all of our products, okay? Product knowledge. You don't have to have like all of your knowledge within you. You can, with the skincare line, it came with the little book, or you can have looked up your products if you're not real familiar with them. But I just basically started with the skincare and went through skincare and then eyes and then lips and then the foundations. And I just briefly talked about them. And I didn't stand up there and talk, the whole time. I would do like a section, like the skincare, and then I'd pass some of it around. I have tons of products, but even if you don't, whatever you have, you can pass it around, like she was saying. Let them feel it. Let them touch it. Even though the foundation colors weren't the colors, they got to try it. And it was just kind of question answer, pretty relaxed. We had some snacks, some drinks, and I busted in when you're asking about how to close the sale or whatever at the in-home party. Well, what I did is I had them all get out their phones, go into that online beauty bash, that I'd already set up, and I just walked them through ordering. So they're used to ordering right through that link. It's going straight to them already, and I didn't have to worry about invoicing them or cash or anything like that. If you come into a problem when you're doing that, of course you can make an exception, but you need to, in my opinion, which I've done several home parties, go ahead and get them comfortable with ordering online through a link. So when they're ready to refill, they're not going to be overwhelmed. Okay. I did some giveaways at that party, and to tell you the truth, the beauty bash is still going. I still have a few days, and I am just showing off more products because, of course, you're getting some orders from the ladies who didn't make the show in home, But I'm telling you, if you can get some in-home shows, they're the gravy because they want to see it, touch it. Even if you don't do total makeovers, they're seeing your product, feeling it, getting excited, and learning. And I agree. A bunch of my girls there didn't know what primer was, were a little standoffish with asking about the different products. But when they're right there amongst others that don't know, they're going to jump in and ask you. And I'm a green status presenter, and I've been in almost 2 years, and I just feel so much more comfortable the more shows you have. So I agree the home shows are really good too, but set them up online so you can get both the ladies that are there and the ladies that can't make it.
Those are awesome tips. Awesome.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for sharing.
Also, I agree on the messaging. I know you don't want to overload your friends and family and you don't want to be spammy, but if you're just putting things on there and thinking people are going to buy it, it's going to work some, but I think my PRS right now is 1,500. And I'm telling you, at the very beginning, I sent out, I have a list that I sent out about the kudos. And I do believe that a whole bunch of your sales and what you're posting is your wording. Okay, if you ladies need help with wording, go into the different group pages and go to the files or message your leaders or message me. I met a couple girls at convention last year and we talk back and forth and share ideas all the time. But I believe your products are going to sell themselves if you have enough knowledge about the products. And of course, you're going to upsell them if you are actually having a conversation with them and understanding what they really need and, to be happy with the product that they're wanting. You're usually going to have a product that needs paired with.
What's your name again?
Lacey Habicott.
I was gonna say, because it just said your Galaxy.
Oh, I'm on my iPad tonight. It's Habicott.
I recognized you, but I was like, hey, Galaxy.
I'm still white status. I'm very close to yellow, but I haven't quite hit yet. I'm still like 360 some away. Hoping to hit this month. I've been having trouble just getting people to just commit. And I've had a lot of people say yes, they're going to buy, or yes, they're gonna do a party, or they're gonna buy a kit. I've had several people say they're gonna buy a kit and then just diss me. And I'm like, there's been one girl that's like done that like 4 times now, and I'm like, I'm over you, all right? I'm just not even gonna ask anymore.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Want to go back to them and check back with them several times, but if they just keep standing you up, you just need to keep branching out, and they're going to see your success and see the girls that do join you, and eventually you may be able to check with them later on down the road, and they might hop on, or they may be the one to message you. But you don't want to get discouraged on going back to the same people more than 5 times in a certain amount of time period, if that makes sense.
Right. Yeah, I've known the one girl for quite a while, and she does have a few friends that does sell unique. And I'm like, well, I really need to get to her before they do. So that's why I'm like trying to get her to hurry up and sign with me. But then I'm like, well, she stood me up. She kept standing me up, telling me, well, just being rude. I'll get with you. I'll get with you. And I'm like, well, just trying to be like, well, just give me a time and what's the best time and I'll get with you, and then she'll give me a time and I'll get back with her, and then she'll just not even get back with me. She'll just ignore me for a few days. And then I'm like, okay, well, time's about up with this new kit, and I know you're going to love that new kit because it's better than the one I just had. So if you really want it, you better hurry up.
Okay, let me interrupt you for a
Yeah,
moment.
Liz, there.
Go ahead, Alicia.
What I was gonna say, with anyone who's been trying to get sales, You don't want to go back to them. Move on to other people, add new friends. The second thing is closing a sale. I say, hey, if I'm waiting on a sale, I'll be like, would you like me to place it or would you like the website? And if they don't get back to me, I leave it at that. There are more fish in the sea, and I just know that my business is going to thrive without them. I don't need them, and I'll find somebody else. But just keep moving on and keep sharing the awesomeness. Liz, I'll turn over to you.
I'm in bed with my sleeping toddler.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. I hope you guys have found this helpful and found value in it. And Liz said there's another Zoom meeting on Thursday. We do them every Thursday mornings too at 10:30. And I hope to see you guys on there. Bye, everyone.
Bye.